Hi, welcome back to my channel. I continue to prepare for Christmas and New Year, and today I will show you how to crochet a snowflake with t-shirt yarn. You can use t-shirt yarn of any width and any size of a hook. I will use a 7-9mm t-shirt yarn and a 6mm hook. And we will also need a needle with a big eye and scissors. We start crocheting a snowflake with making a magic ring. So we have our tip on the right. We've made a magic ring. Now we need to make 12 single crochet into this ring. To make a single crochet, we insert the hook into the ring, hook the working yarn, take a loop, hook the working yarn and push it through both loops on the hook. So here's our first single crochet. Now we need to make 11 more single crochet the same way. So the second one, insert the hook into the ring, hook the working yarn and take a loop, hook the working yarn and push it through both loops on the hook. Three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the last one, 12. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now pull this tip of the yarn to get a circle. Now we need to join the circle here, and we will do that with a slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, we insert the hook under the first stitch of the circle. So here's our last stitch, and this was the first stitch. We insert the hook under this stitch like this, hook the working yarn and push this loop through the loop on the hook. And we've joined our circle. Now make 6 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we will make a slip stitch into the third chain stitch. So here we have our first chain stitch, the second one, and the third one. So into this third chain stitch we will make a slip stitch. So we insert the hook into this third stitch, hook the working yarn, and push it through the loop on the hook. Now make 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And again we make a slip stitch into the same third chain stitch, into the same place. Insert the hook, hook the working yarn, and push it through the loop on the hook. Now again make 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3. And again we make a slip stitch into the same third chain stitch, into the same place. We still have here 2 chain stitches, 1, 2, and we will make a slip stitch into both of them. So insert the hook into the next stitch, hook the working yarn, and push it through the loop on the hook, and a slip stitch into the next chain stitch. Insert the hook, hook the working yarn, and push it through the loop on the hook. Now make a slip stitch into the next stitch on the circle. So this stitch we've used already, that one. We've made here 6 chain stitches in the beginning, and the next stitch, this one, we will make a slip stitch into it. So insert the hook under the stitch, hook the working yarn, and push it through the loop on the hook. And a slip stitch into the next stitch on the circle. So we made the first part of our snowflake. Now we will repeat all the same steps here. So first we make 6 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we make a slip stitch into the third chain stitch. So here we have the first one, the second one, and the third one. Into this stitch we make a slip stitch. Now 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, and a slip stitch into the same place, into the same chain stitch. Now again 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, and a slip stitch into the same place, into the same chain stitch. And now we make slip stitches into both of chain stitches that left here. And into the next one. Now we make 2 slip stitches into the next 2 stitches on the circle. And we have finished the second part. Now repeat all the same again. 6 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now a slip stitch into the third chain stitch, three chain stitches, a slip stitch into the same place, into the same chain stitch, again 3 chain stitches, and a slip stitch into the same place. Now we make slip stitches into these 2 chain stitches, and 2 slip stitches into the next 2 stitches on this circle. One, and to the next one, 2. Again, all the same steps. and 2 slip stitches into the next 2 stitches on the circle. All the same steps every time. Now all the same again. And we make the last part. And a slip stitch into the next stitch on the circle, and into the next stitch on the circle too. So we almost finished our snowflake. Now leave here a tip around 25 centimeters and cut the yarn. Pull out this tip . Now we need to use our needle with a big eye . To make our last stitch for the snowflake. So look here. We need to insert our needle under these 2 strands of the yarn. This one and this one. It goes here. So we insert under this strand of the yarn and under this one. Now we need to insert our needle to the same place where our tip comes from. Here's our tip. So here. And we bring it to the back side, this way. So here we made the last stitch on our snowflake. On the back side, we need to bring our tip here, pushing our needle with the tip under these stitches. So it would be in the middle for this part of the snowflake. And now we will make a big loop here, like this. I will try to show you slowly how I make it. So choose the length of your loop, future loop. It can have any length you want. For example, like this. And the rest of the tip we hide under the stitches. The same way, we just push it with the needle with the big eye. Or you can do the same with your hook if you like it more, or if you don't have such a needle. By the way, if you have such a short tip and you want to hide it under the stitches, it will be impossible for you to use your needle with a big eye like this. For example, you want to push it under these stitches and you can't do that because the tip is very short. There is another way. how I usually do that if I need. I insert first only the hook without a tip, like this, and after that I push the tip of the yarn through the needle, through the eye on the needle, and this way it works. I want to hide it more. And then you just cut the rest of the yarn. And we still have here this tip that we've got in the beginning of our crocheting. We will hide it the same way under the stitches and then cut the rest of the tip. And our snowflake is ready. Now iron your snowflake to make the shape better and flatter, like this snowflake, for example. But don't forget to put some material between the iron and the snowflake. So with 7/9mm T-shirt yarn and a 6mm hook, I've got a 13cm snowflake. I hope you liked this tutorial. If yes, please support me with your thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell not to miss my next tutorials. Thank you for watching. I wish you happy preparing for Christmas and New Year, and see you soon!